Well, welcome back to Roberto Gringo Retires. I am Roberto, and I'm still a gringo, and I'm still retired. And today I am back in Medellin. So as you guys know, I was up in Florida, and then in Connecticut, and then like almost a month in Mexico. Great trips, but I've been here for about a week and a half now. I'm staying in a new neighborhood. It's called La Castellana. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of the apartment where I'm staying, and also it's a very lengthy tour of the neighborhood, so hopefully you don't get too bored of that. Also, I took a few videos of a few different breakfast places. As most of you know, I don't cook at all. I eat all of my meals out, so I thought I'd show you a selection of 3 different breakfast places where I tend to eat here in Medellin, along with the prices and that kind of thing. The latest on my visa, I did hear back from my visa agent, and I'm still waiting on the final word. Looks like it's going to be another 2.5, maybe 3 weeks before I get the final word whether or not I've been approved for the visa. And if I am approved for the retirement visa here in Colombia, I can stay here for up to a year. So I'm crossing my fingers for that. And in the meantime, just living life, doing a lot of exercise and getting to know the city. And that kind of thing. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. So this is my most recent accommodations here in Medellin. I'll show this to you guys. It's very modern. It has key boxes and lock boxes and all kinds of codes on the door to get in and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm paying $27 a night for this, and I'm here for 18 nights. This is like a breakfast nook or a place you can just kind of chill out. There are a total of 6 units here in this place, just 6 units. Really cool Colombian themed walls here, showing like the coffee life, the country life, indigenous people, stuff like that. But it's all brand spanking new, super clean, very comfortable. The neighborhood is impeccable. I'll take a video in a little while and show you guys the neighborhood. It's absolutely beautiful, clean, and modern. The only problem with the neighborhood is it isn't located to a lot of, close to a lot of places, a lot of things that I like to do, like be around the stadium area where the recreation area is, so I can play my frisbee and my basketball and stuff. But you can see this place is really nice. So these are the different rooms. As I said, there are six rooms here. That's all, and I think I might be the only one here at the moment. Yeah, so this is my room number 3, and you can see the bed is very spacious. What else can I show you guys? There are nightstands on each side of the bed. Nice high ceilings, as you can see. There is a little nook here for my computer, for my editing and stuff, and then there's storage here, and there are even a few hangers. Look at that, it came with hangers. I still put my clothesline up anyway, but anyway, so that's the room. There's my bicycle. Look at that, AC, we've got AC. What else? Little place, little thing for my, little stand there for my suitcase and stuff. And then bathroom is absolutely impeccable as well. Super clean. Very modern. Big shower head. Shampoo and stuff is provided. So very happy with this place. Other than the fact that it's not the most ideal location, there are some places nearby to eat and things, and I'll take you guys out a little later in the evening and show you the neighborhood and show you the street, stuff like that. Okay, guys, I am in my little, I guess you call it Airbnb here in Colombia. Today is a Sunday afternoon, and that means NFL football. So I thought I'd just show you that even in Colombia, I'm watching my games. I have one game on my laptop, one game on my little portable TV with my TV box. I have Red Zone over here on my tablet, and I have another game right here on my phone. I got like four screens going here, watching all these games. I'm a big football fan, so just thought you would think that that was interesting here in my little room. All right, guys, it is another beautiful evening here in Medellin, and what I thought I would do is show you a little bit of the new neighborhood that I'm in at the moment. So this is my building, that gray one right there, gray and black one. This is the building I'm staying in, the apartment that you saw a little earlier. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk down to kind of a commercial area, which is about 2.5 blocks away, so you can see. But it's super nice around here. There's a coffee shop right here, just a few houses down from me. I have not been to this coffee shop, but it looks really nice in there. Really cool. A little local coffee shop. And this commercial street that I'm close to, it is called 33rd. It's basically like 33rd Avenue. They're called Carreras. 33rd Avenue. So we'll head down there. But you can see the streets are nice and clean, and buildings are really pretty in this area. It rained a little bit earlier because I took a nap and I could hear it raining. In the distance, you can see the mountains. The mountains, as usual, here in Medellin. So I work my way towards 33rd Avenue. Look at the size of that cactus. Wow. Impressive. But you can see, like, the lawns are manicured very well here, and you can see some of the buildings look great. Quite a bit of traffic this time of night. Usually there's not that much traffic here. The neighborhood here is called La Castellana. La Castellana, that's the name of the neighborhood. And it is in the, I would say kind of like the north. We're probably, no, it's probably in the southwest quadrant. All right, so I'm continuing walking through the neighborhood of La Castellana here in Medellin, close to my newest accommodations. Another beautiful evening. I'd say it's probably like 70 right now, something like that. Amazing. Let me turn the camera around. There we are. So the main street is right up here. I can see it from here. We'll walk down. There's a good-sized supermarket right here around the corner, and quite a few restaurants, stuff like that. There are a lot of little stores in the area. This is like a nail place. This is a hamburger joint right here on the corner. I tried the hamburgers here. They were quite tasty. This is the main drag right here. There's the supermarket. Supermarket is right there. It's called Super Move. All right, so I'll show you what else we have on the street. This is like it's like 5:15. It's like a lot of traffic at the moment, but there's a lot of like little shops and stores and restaurants here. This is the little neighborhood market. This is where I buy a lot of my provisions and stuff. And this is a pet store right here. Little kiosk, and then this is a restaurant I eat at a lot where the owners, the husband is Mexican and the wife is Colombian. So you get great food from both cultures mixed there. This is the neighborhood Oxo, which is like a 7-Eleven. Little clothing stores, bakeries. This is a paper goods or stationery store. And of course there's homes mixed in and stuff. This up here, this is shoe repair, a shoe repair shop. This is like a greenhouse selling plants and trees and all kinds of stuff like that. Nice wide sidewalks. And this place right here, let me get to the front so I can show you guys the sign for this restaurant. Right here in the middle of Medellin, I found this place. Look at that. Look at the name of this place. Vermont. Look at that. You guys know that I am from Vermont. This is Vermont Cafe, Bar, and Pizzeria. So that looks really interesting. I don't know what the history of this is. I haven't been in there yet. But I intend to go in and ask why they came up with this name, Vermont. That's so funny. But I haven't tried the food here yet either, but I will be coming back very soon to check it out. So let's continue our walk down the road here, down the main street. Busy today on a Thursday evening. Today's Thursday. Walk in the neighborhood. I love being able to walk everywhere and not have a vehicle. Oh, so nice not to have to worry about maintaining a vehicle. And I love the added advantage of getting exercise and just walking everywhere. I'm curious to know whether that feeling will eventually, if I'll get sick of that feeling or not. Another great bakery. Look at all the old people of the neighborhood all out here enjoying the evening. Again, the weather here is always fantastic. The only problem with the weather is that it does rain quite often. Although tonight it's definitely not raining. As you can see, it's beautiful out here. Big church here. Big church here in this rotunda. Traffic circle, rotunda. It's a big rotunda. This large street, which is called Carrera 80, which goes from let me think about this for a second. It goes from north to south here in Medellin. Has a lot of these rotundas. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the rotunda. Okay, so there's that bar, the Vermont bar. And I think what I'll do is walk up a couple of these side streets to get back to my place, so you guys can have even a better idea of what it's like here. As you can see, Medellin has a lot of trees, a lot of green. It's covered in trees and green spaces, and some of these buildings are beautiful. They're all modern, really nice and clean. No trash on the streets in this neighborhood, at least. And some of these trees are quite large. Perfect evening here in Medellin. Walking through here. Let's keep walking through here. I don't know if you guys like these walk through the neighborhoods or not, or if you find them really boring. Does everything look exactly the same in all these neighborhoods, or what do you guys think? I'll be like a real YouTuber and ask you guys. Put it in the comments. Tell me what you guys think of these walkthroughs of the neighborhoods. Are they really boring for you, or do you like? Are you curious to see what some of these neighborhoods look like, or what, as I walk through? That guy that's blowing the whistle, he is actually a security guy, and he's walking around the neighborhood. They have a couple of guys, security guys, that walk around the neighborhood, and I don't know why they blow these whistles. I guess they blow them kind of like to each other, because there's a whole team of guys. And I don't know if they're communicating with each other and saying, hey, I got this zone covered or something. Not really sure what the deal is there. Let's keep walking through here. I'm thinking you guys might think these walks are boring. I'm not sure. And it's really quiet on these streets, these little back streets. All right, I think this is my street right here. I think it is, if I remember. Only been here for about a week and a half, and I don't know all the surrounding streets yet. But I think I'm coming up on my street. Yeah, it's right here, down this way. But we'll go around the block so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention about where I am is it's going quite high up a hill, and you can see like the border, the edge of Medellin right there in front of me, the mountains there. So I'm pretty close to one limit or one border of the city. So it's, it takes a little bit to get up here on the hills with the bicycle, which also gets me in good shape. Not complaining about that, of course.
Chaolín, gracias. Ah, sí, verdad que vas para el torneo del Chiqui.
All right, so I'm like 2 blocks from my place, or maybe 3 blocks from my place, something like that. And really like this neighborhood. I mean, there's, as I said, there's pluses and minuses to everything. It's such a pretty neighborhood. Everything's clean. There's like no garbage or anything. Buildings are really impressive. You have security riding around on their bicycles and stuff like that. So that's all cool, I guess. But it's very residential, as you can see, close by here. So, I mean, I kind of like to be in the hubbub. Some people don't like to be in the hubbub of the city and the noise and all that stuff, but I kind of like it for the convenience and for the factor of just like, you know, it's interesting to me to be around all that stuff. So yeah, some people don't like it, but here still, as you can see, there's a lot of big modern buildings in this neighborhood, but there's still quite a mix of smaller homes as well, depending upon what street you're on. Sidewalks are all in really good shape. I don't know if I've mentioned this in previous videos or not, but almost all sidewalks, I don't know about Colombia, but definitely in Medellin, they're all kind of built this way. And as you can probably see, there's a dark streak in the middle, and those are actually pavers or bricks, and they have a raised portion. And that raised portion of those bricks and this whole line, that is to help blind people. So if you feel that, you know you're dead center in the middle of the sidewalk. So, and then there's pavers on the corners, but all sidewalks in Medellin, at least all the newer ones, are all designed like that as a help for the visually impaired. So that's it. That's the neighborhood. That's the walk around. My latest neighborhood in Medellin. As you guys know, I've moved around. I've kind of moved around every 30 days or whatever to see different neighborhoods. I don't know how long I'll be continuing that because, as I said, I like to be close to where I have spaces I can do exercise and stuff like that. And in a lot of these Colombian cities, you don't have big open spaces, big parks or recreation areas. So it's kind of a luxury to be next to that when I'm staying near the stadium. Getting back to my place. This is my building here. And that's it. We made it back, guys. In one place. Awesome. Alright, so yeah, this is the one of the American breakfasts. These products are not that available here in Colombia, so this is pretty amazing. These are grilled tomatoes, bacon, sausage, baked beans, sweet baked beans, toast, scrambled eggs, and hash browns. That is a more expensive option for breakfast, but it's one of the breakfasts I do maybe once a week or something like that. So yeah, this is mostly American food, like southern like Georgia food. This is the menu. I'll show you some of the items on the menu. So they have stuff like this: sweet Georgia fries, fried shrimp,
French fries, macaroni and cheese, all kinds of really good stuff. The breakfast combinations are delicious. The one I had this morning is called the Sweet Daddy. Baked beans, hash browns, toast, eggs, sausage, bacon, mushrooms, tomatoes, and orange juice. And cost 55,000 pesos, so what's that, like $13, $14, which is obviously quite expensive for Medellin. But they have some, a lot of good options. Breakfast sandwiches, pancakes, stuff you get in the U.S. basically. All right. There's soul food. There's chicken dishes. So if you want a taste of home while you're in Medellin, even though you have to pay the price for it, this is definitely one of the places to come to. One of my favorite places. Sweet Georgia Cafe. Alright, so this is my Colombian breakfast option, which is basically scrambled eggs it's got like onions and tomatoes and stuff in the scrambled eggs. Rice and beans mixed together, a couple of these sausages, and then what they call an arepa, and they throw a piece of cheese on the plate. You also get a drink with this, and I think this costs like 28,000 or something. So that's like $6, $7, something like that for breakfast. This is the Colombian breakfast option, and these are all over the place. You can find these anywhere, and this is one of the Colombian breakfasts that I have on a regular basis. All right, so once a week, I would say I do the prototypical American thing, which my niece and nephew would say is toxic sludge. So about once a week, I'll come to Mickey D's and have breakfast. So let's check out this experience. All right, so this morning is a McDonald's breakfast. McDonald's. This is like a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, hash brown, and a drink. And how much did this come to? Let's see. This came to, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, it came to 19,400 pesos. 19,400 pesos. That comes to, in my converter here, it comes out to $5.02. So this is $5.02 here at the McDonald's in Medellin. All right, delicious. This is another Colombian breakfast option. Same stuff, rice and beans. This is pork, like pork rinds. There's actually eggs in there and an arepa. Of course, I have my habanero hot sauce. This is a little restaurant. I come to this restaurant quite often. It's very, very tasty. It's home cooking. So, another Roberto Gringo breakfast.